Well, it's very important. I heard Jordan speak out last week on it, and I thought he was absolutely right. And I understood where Sean was coming from in terms of the welfare of players, but I'm pretty sure Jordan would have been talking more about the physical needs of players. Because if you're asking a player to play when they're fatigued, which a lot of these players are, then there's a high risk of injury. And if you're playing a player who's fatigued, who's totally committed, but because of his tiredness, he's overstretching in the game, and he does his ACL, and he's out for a number of months, which could then disrupt his career, then that's player welfare. So that's what we're talking about, and I think that's what Jordan's trying to say. Players will play every day of the week. You see our boys on the 26th and the 28th playing. Of course they will do it. They're great guys, they're great people, and most footballers, they want to play football. But if there's not a voice for them, speaking out to help them and support them, then it's their careers and their livelihoods it's in danger. So for me, it's, we played the 26th, 28th. We had an amazing result on the 28th, but it still doesn't make it right, in my opinion. I think it's something that should be looked at with regards to players, And we look at it this month. We've missed a couple of games. And there's maybe talk of our games being rearranged for January, which I find ludicrous, really, when you consider the period that we've come off in terms of November and December, and there's dates fixed later on in the calendar for where games can be played. So I'm only hoping that the Premier League aren't going to look to then force players in to play even more games in this month, especially when you have an African Nations Cup as well, where you're losing players. So I think that voice that Jordan talked about last week, I totally have empathy for what he was saying from the playing perspective, and I think that's what he was talking about.